Selamat datang to Superindo, the #1 supermarket in Indonesia, the 4th most populous country in the world. Let's tour one of their stores to discover their amazing fresh choice, the mix of Indonesian and international products, and find out how much they cost. First, let's start with the super promo. Do we agree that they added super to promo so it rhymes with their name? Superindo. Some white grapes at 28,500 rupiahs, around 170 euro USD, not bad. The store tour starts quite well, so many deals. It's also quite interesting to discover the variety of ways they are presented. For example, this one is for members only. Amazing deal here, PWP. You get these selected items at this special price. If you buy for a total of 120k, around 720 euros USD. The fruits and veggies, very important for Superindo. They go the extra mile to maintain the freshness and quality of their products. A super promo on the pineapple at 17,400, around 1 euro USD. Hope it gives you a good indication of the cost of living in Jakarta. No fancy fixtures here. Products are very well displayed in shipping containers, allowing to keep them fresh.
Lebih segar.
And prices low, while having a quite good presentation. Do you have any idea what it is? It is a salak, or snake fruit. This homemade end cap is so nice. Price per 100 grams, FYI, 1,000 is around 6 cents. If you follow my other videos, you might have noticed that I love a fresh Coke Zero. By the way, price here is 5,590, around 30 cents. To give you an idea, its cost comparison around the world. Here are the refrigerated,
Buah.
which means fruits in general. The apple here will be.
Buah apel.
The produce here is incredibly fresh. It's prepared and packed right in the store. Stick around, and I'll show you where the magic happens. As the largest supermarket, they cater to everyone, even for example selling kimchi for the Korean expats, who seem to be quite numerous in Indonesia. Here they showcase their CSR values, like using neon-free fridges among others. A nice selection of fresh milk here, mostly dairy, with some even imported all the way from Australia. Here's the fresh produce prep booth. Quite entertaining to see it happening in the middle of the store. Good, they have quite a large selection of yogurts. Let's check out the price of Yakult. 10,490 rupiahs, around 65 cents in euros or USD. Wow, that's a great price. Do you know how much this would cost in Europe or America? Cool, a nice choice of laughing cow cheese. By the way, it is apparently the favorite of Indonesian mothers. Here is the rest of the
Keju.
strong presence of the American craft here. And now we move on to the deli meats, 100% halal, of course, since around 90% of Indonesia's population identifies as Muslim. It is also the largest Muslim population in the world. Back to the produce, and with now the vegetable part. Onion, garlic, bell peppers, or capsicum if you an Aussie or Kiwi. Tomatoes at just 9 cents per 100 grams, or 3.5 ounces, so cheap. Showing the price per 100 grams instead of per kilo makes it feel even more affordable. Delicious herbs.
Selamat ya.
The bag is beautiful. Next up, the eggs, around 30,000, or 1.80 euros per USD for 10, a bit less affordable, don't you agree? Another CSR initiative, the cage-free eggs. This trend is also developing here. They have the amazing organic and excellent, in gorgeous carton box. Save every day on these eggs, 26.50, around 16 cents, for 100 grams. As we head to the next part, here's a quick trivia. Did you notice the lion in the Superindo logo? Yes, it's the same as Food Lion in America, Delhaize in Belgium, and Mega Image in Romania. Superindo is part of the global Ahold Delhaize group, a top 10 grocery retail group worldwide. Back to the store, let's check the meat section out. The choice is mainly beef, as pork isn't permitted in halal stores. There are some beautiful cuts available, and the price is around the 15,000, more or less 90 cents per 100 grams. Wow, that's cheap. Great cuts as well on the chicken. Prices are around 7,000. Great deals here too, and they even have some pre-packed one. They look very fresh and delicious. Nice that they do all of this in store. Quick preview of the grocery section that we are going to visit next. Lots of super promo here as well. Ah, a wonderful space management. They have placed some great spices and mixes in between the meat and the amazing fish section. Please admire how gorgeously well the fishes are presented. So simple and so beautiful. And the freshness is outstanding. They even have live fish in aquariums. By the way, do you know what rhymes with yellow? Super promo. The prices are also amazing, around 5 to 10K, more or less 30 to 60 cents.
Ikan segar.
Fresh fish. I will for sure buy some next time. How are you enjoying the tour so far? Are you as amazed by this incredible store as we are? 365 is their private label, same name as in Belgium. Cool, here are the freezers. You definitely won't miss what's inside, starting with Unilever's Walls ice creams. Around 40,000, converted it is 240 for a pack. Some Cornettos and Magnum, and then this lovely mochi selection. Packs are so fun. Some imported products like the mini pao as well as Chinese mantou or pao. The next one is a favorite, the nugget. They do love it. Look, there's a freezer full of different nugget options, and the price is around 40K, 240 euros USD. Some more options in this freezer as well. Wow, so cool. The Dino-shaped ones. Love the brand name, so good. Some more freezers, with meat, with fried chicken, and guess what? Nuggets. Great cross-selling with some pudding, mayo, hot sauce, in line with the mixed one right below. Except for Kewpie, all products here on top look to be Indonesian. Let's now walk through the different aisles. First we start with a local delight, the krupuk. It is a deep-fried cracker. Then many different seaweed.
Rumput laut.
And right after, the noodles. It looks like all the ingredients you need to make a delicious soto ayam.
Buongiorno bellissima pasta.
Wonderful mix of brands, mainstream ones like Barilla, Agnesi, and then the local brand.
La Fonte.
What about the price? Barilla spaghetti, 51,890 rupiah, around 3 euros USD. This is quite expensive. Lots of imported condiments, like Japanese Kewpie and American mustard. The rest of the shelf is local and international pasta sauce. The space dedicated to rice in Asia is always very impressive. Is there a category that receives that much space in Western countries? I don't think so. Anyway, packs are so cool. Love so much the sumo ones. If you have ever been to a Delhaize in Belgium, stores look a bit alike. Great display, very well done. End caps are also perfectly executed, and the super promo is very clear. Back to the shelf, and to another category that is taking a lot of space, the instant noodles. The first part is mainly local brands. Deal here is about 15% off, to reach a promo price of around 50 cents. The deal fixtures are cleverly arranged. Japanese and Korean noodles at the end of the aisle. What else do they have in these shelves? The wonderful maizena as well as rice flours. Quite a lot of jelly mixes options. Followed by pudding and pancakes mixes. A nice international selection of baking ingredients. Lovely beef and chicken luncheon meals. It is like spam, kimchi, and canned fruits and veggies. More canned meat and fishes. By the way, a tuna can cost around 110 euros USD. Sardines in cans look to be very popular. Cool. There are local and international mac and cheese. The blue pack is around 230 euros USD. Good choice of the local ready-to-eat noodles, Sedap Cup, a price of 8,900, more or less 50 cents. There are also some international ones, like Korean Buldak, at 33,790, around 2 euro USD. Also some cup noodles and more Japanese choice. This is perfectly introducing the next section, the Super Asian Taste one. For shelves are dedicated to it, with the first two focused on Korean products. K-food is incredibly popular worldwide, and Indonesia is no exception. The third one is Global Asian, and the last one is Japanese focused, with rice vinegar, soy sauce, and wasabi, among others. A large beef and chicken flavored seasoning choice, followed up by a quite large choice of Indonesian spices and seasoning. You will find the one you need to make the famous nasi goreng, for example. On the opposite shelves, after the Tropicana Slim products, there is a whole new range of condiments, first with the sugar and its many varieties. Like Gula Jawa, Indo unrefined palm sugar, around 5 euros USD. Then the olive oils, Bertali 500 ml, around 180k, more or less 11 euros USD. Some coconut oil, nice, a local olive oil, about the same price as imported ones. Such a large choice of sunflower oils, in bottles, for around 80k, more or less 5 euros USD. This is quite expensive. On the other hand, the 2-liter palm oil in a pouch container is much cheaper alternative, for around 1/2 the price. It's fascinating to see the wide range of brand options available, reflecting Super Indo's commitment to providing variety for its shoppers. Since the tour took place early on a weekday, right at the store's opening, there weren't many customers yet. This turned out to be great, as it gave us a clear and unobstructed view of the store and its products. Check out the quite large selection of supplements and vitamins. Of course, who is there? Doraemon, so popular all around Asia. This part could be the first aid products, as well as pain relievers and masks. Regarding the bread selection, in-store bakeries have not yet become a trend in the Dutch East Indies. As a result, the store primarily offers pre-sliced and packaged bread from a local producer, Halal Bakery, as well as from another brand, Sari Roti. Strong international player like Barilla Harry's are not present, while Ferrero's Nutella is. Aren't you also amazed by the number of ice cream freezers we've come across so far? It's clear they really love their ice cream. Magnum and Cornetto are so good. That wraps up the first part of the store. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Do you enjoy this kind of tour? We've already explored a few countries. Feel free to check out the channel and enjoy those videos. Great, we've made it to the second floor. This level is very well organized. On the left side, you'll find the rest of the food products, while on the right side, it's all about non-food products. And in the middle, the display deals. It starts with this lovely Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo one, then the Nutella in view of Indonesia jars. This end cap is dedicated to the new hit products. Super efficient Gillette Mach 3 displays. It's very interesting to see that Indomilk has hired 3 members of the Korean boy band 17 to promote their products. Gorgeous super promo end caps, perfectly stocked with amazing deals. This could easily feel like a store in Belgium. After spending quite some time exploring the food products, let's shift our focus to the non-food items. First, the laundry ones, with the Japanese Attack and Unilever's Rinso, as well as products from Soklin, a local company. Here is Daya, from Malaysia. Downy does not need any introductions, while the other ones are local, Molto being even from Bali. What's particularly interesting in this category is the strong presence of local brands, as this segment is typically dominated by international giants. How is it in the other categories? No surprise in the mouthwash, mostly international players. while in the soaps looks like the mix is quite interesting, local, regional, and international. Around 10% off special price, sometimes no need to give out more. Wonderful, another huge selection available, with prices around the 10,000 rupiah mark, or roughly 60 cents. This is incredibly affordable. You can find a lot of products at Superindo, even flip-flops. Should not be surprising, the choice of repellent is huge. This is more of a surprise, the selection of household products is very limited. The gardening tools range is nearly as big. Next up, the pet food section. Do you agree it's rather small? Whiskas has a strong shelf share. Pouch price is 7,790, around 50 cents. Nice, they also carry Mio, a Thai brand. Dog food is mostly pedigree, with some other brands available as well. The shelf space allocated to air fresheners is kind of standard, while car air fresheners are given a significant amount of space. Here you will find kind of everything, even stationery and toys. There is also some space dedicated to promo displays. With the gorgeous Whiskas one, it is nice that they allow brands to place their own ones. It's great to see that brands are allowed to decorate the shelves. Head & Shoulders is making good use of this by promoting its anti-dandruff treatments. By the way, the price of a bottle is around 60,000 IDR for a regular size, which is about 3.75 euros or USD. That's a pretty good price. Do you agree that the floor space dedicated to the super promos is quite impressive? I don't recall seeing so much space allocated to deals before. We are reaching the end of the non-food section, and before discovering the amazing food products and international brands sold here, let's take a look at the body care items. The first two things that stand out are how clean and well organized the shelves are, and the size of the products. Most of them are of a small or medium size. Wow, the shelf decor by Gillette is fantastic. Mach 3 razor is priced at 92,000, about 5.60 euros or USD. The deodorant shelf is very eclectic and quite well decorated, thanks to the presence of all the international brands like Nivea, Rexona, Axe, and many more. Let's take a look at the corporate comm. So cute, there's always a smile and a greeting for you. Indonesia, the emerald of the equator, is a very friendly country. They also have amazing products, like this one, Softex, stunning deco by the way. Very sad news, the tour is reaching its end, as we are now discovering the last part of this stunning store. We're starting with the breakfast section. While these products aren't the traditional Indonesian breakfast, they are getting very popular in the cities. The big boxes are priced at around 40k, around 240 euro or USD. Right after are the bread spreads, with jam, Nutella, and peanut butter. A jar of Nutella would be around 3.25 euros USD. Honey has a good shelf share, and it is funny they have it in big bottles. The tea selection is big. The next category is very important to them, as they rank number 4 worldwide in its manufacturing. Yes, it is coffee, and there is a very strong local player, Indo. Oh, the party goods. The first shelf is for the cookies, or biscuits. Nice presence of local brand, Slay Olay, as well as Ritz and Oreo. Some more choice. Nice, here are the Asian delights, Pocky and Hello Panda. A Pocky pack costs around 13,190, which is more or less 80 cents. The rest is again a good mix of local and international products. That's fun. They are selling Tefal pans in this section, super promo price of 299,000. A huge selection of diapers is available, but surprisingly, there's no presence of Western brands. Mamie Poco is Japanese, and Sweetie is a local brand. Right after the baby ones are the adult diapers, Is It Me? Or this is gaining a lot of space in stores around the world. The tissues, and then a shelf filled with kids' products. First the mouth care, followed up by the washing and shampoo products, mainly international brands. Johnson's shampoo bottle is €26,990, around €165 USD. The English Cousins wipes. One thing I find amazing is that you can find essential clothing in this store. T-shirts, underwear, all the basics are available here. Isn't this super cool? Nice selection of cleaning tools. Let's explore this shelf with its amazing illuminated shelf stoppers. Amazing, huh?
Selamat pagi, Superindo Super Segar. Panggilan kepada sahabat Super Bapak Sultan. Sahabat Super Bapak Sultan ditunggu di kasa 3 dengan membawa Indomie goreng sebanyak 5 karton dan susu Carnation sebanyak 1 karton. Kembali panggilan kepada sahabat Super Bapak Sultan ditunggu di kasa 3 dengan membawa Indomie goreng sebanyak 5 karton dan susu Carnation sebanyak 1 karton. Segera, terima kasih.
To complete our immersive tour, we wanted to let you hear this wonderful call to Super Friend for a Mr. Sultan deal. Back to the products, huge choice of cold teas, mainly local or Asian brands. A little bit of Minute Maid, surrounded by amazing fun products. Next, we have baby and kids milk, followed by regional favorites like Ovaltine and especially Milo. Nice selection of water, mostly local brands, like La Minor Ale. Price is $3,490, around 20 cents. So sad. We just have a few more shelf to go. This one starts really well with the amazing candies. 10K is around 60 cents. The Pringles, a tube is $29,990. The rest of the chips are mainly local. Look how big the choice is. Reminds me of Taiwan. They also love potato chips over there. Let's check them out. Here it is all about French fries, balls, the very famous taro with its lovely pack. Great that most of the selection is from local producer. Opposite there are some syrups, as well as lots of Indonesian salty snacks, this time from the Super Indo 365 private label. Some jellies, followed up by the sodas. Big Coke bottle, 71.90 rupiah, around 45 cents. That's a very good price. Oh, Polaris, that's a drink for United Airlines. Refreshing and energy drinks to finish the quite limited beverage section. You might have noticed the sign of this dedicated end cap all around the store.
Murah terus.
It means always cheap. It is one of Super Indo key pillar. The final aisle, first with Silver Queen, a popular chocolate brand from Indonesia. Then, Cadbury, with its chocolate bars starting at 96.90 IDR for the regular one. Here are the snacks bars, with a lot of copycats. This one I love. What product does Take It remind you of? If you shuffle the letters, you can get close to it. Yes, Kit Kat. Large choice of it available too, and fun fact, price is even 15% cheaper. Huge selection of nuts, in all kind of shape and taste. Even some from Bali. 34,900 rupiahs for this pack, around €215 USD. Some other delicious Asian delights. The time has come, the last shelf. Like every great food experience, it finishes on a sweet note, with those delicious cookies, Once more, a great mix of local and international brands. Next, we have some candies. Interestingly, cookies and biscuits take up 1.5 shelves, while candies are limited to just half a shelf. What about the price of candies? A Haribo Gold Bear pack is 17,790, around 110 euros USD. That's it for our tour. Hope you like discovering Super Indo, that is fresher, cheaper, and closer. Quick overview of the checkouts that are perfectly filled in with candies, snacks, and chips. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you like this tour. Please subscribe.